Okay, so let's take a look at how you can create activity tracker in Google Appsheet. So first thing, we'll be creating a database. So when you open Appsheet, click new database, or you can click create database, new database. Now here we'll be closing the table. You can also delete if you don't want. As you can see, this is the default, so I'll be keeping it as is. Click on add new table. Right now here I can close the default one. Just cancel this, just close it. Here let's name this something like mydb. Right, then here within the first column I will be saying the activity. Right, so edit the column, type in activity, have it as text, and then next would be choosing the type of activity or category of activity. If you don't want that, you can always remove the column. Right, and then click on add column, and here we'll be choosing the date and time. So choose date and time, here name it date, save this. Now in another column I'll be also choosing the duration, which is timer. Right, then we choose the type. Here you can see date and time, here you have duration. Right, save this. Then you can also use two timings, or one date and two times, start and end, and then choose the duration as the amount between start and end. Right, that is another one thing you can do. Now there is also calories which you can add to this particular column. Right, so you have like date, calories, duration, and each of these columns, as you can see, is here. Now there is one more thing, you can add note, just in case if you want to add something that is missing to that particular column. You can have it as text or long text, then save this. Right, now once you have this particular table, let's see if we can rename this as activity table name. Save this. Now the changes are saved. I will go back to Appsheet dashboard, where I can see this particular database listed as MyDB. It has two tables, but we'll be choosing only one out of that. So I will click create, then create app from existing data. Then I will name this activity tracker, and category can keep other. Then in choose data, we may have to choose the source of this data as Appsheet database. Now we'll select the current database and then choose the only table we need and click create app. Right, and once you go through all of that, you would find that it auto creates the app out of those tabular structure. Currently we didn't add any entries there, so you would find the view is a bit default. Right, now I will go to views and I will choose tabular view. Right, can also sort by date, which is reasonable. Then you can also group by activity like calories, etc. You can have that. You can choose a column order as well. You can choose activity date. In some case you may want to up the date. Save that. Right, now here you can see it will auto saved, but overall structure we will have to save. Right, now we have our data, our columns and everything. Now next thing would be to basically just have a tabular view for that particular table. I will view it in desktop mode so that you can see that over there. right? And here you can see activity tracker. So let's see, I add cardio, and then I will choose yesterday's cardio as T. In duration, it was for like 30 minutes or so. So 0030 in 12 seconds. And then calories, let's say 200 calories burned. I will just give it a note for gym and then save this, and it will be listed here, and you will be able to view. Now you can view this in mobile or desktop or web, either way. You can also sync this at the top with your app, so it will get synced on the cloud as well, right? So we managed to put up activity tracker in Google Appsheet. So hopefully you learned how to create one for yourself.